What if the perfect family you adored on TV was hiding a heartbreaking secret that could tear them apart? For years, Amanda and Clive Owen, the golden couple of our Yorkshire farm, captivated millions with their rugged charm and unbreakable bond on a windswept Yorkshire estate. But when their show vanished overnight, so did their fairy tale life. Now, their daughter Raven steps out of the shadows with a jaw-dropping vow. It's time to tell everything. What truth has she guarded for 3 years? Why did fame shatter the Owens' dream? This isn't just a story of a divorce. It's a roller coaster of hidden struggles, shocking confessions, and a family fighting to rise from the ashes. Buckle up, because what you're about to uncover will leave you stunned, and you won't want to miss a single moment of this Hollywood-level drama. Let's rewind to the glory days. Amanda and Clive weren't just farmers, they were icons. She, a towering force with a megawatt smile, wrangled sheep and 9 kids with a charisma that lit up Channel 5. He, the quieter half, was the unsung hero, steering the farm through brutal winters with a steady hand. Together they spun a narrative of grit and grace, raising their brood on a 2,000-acre sprawl in North Yorkshire. The show wasn't just a hit, it was a lifeline, offering viewers an escape into a simpler, tougher world. But beneath the pastoral glow, the cracks were forming. Fame's relentless glare turned their sanctuary into a pressure cooker, and the couple who once thrived on authenticity found themselves stretched thin. Fast forward to the bombshell. Amanda and Clive's marriage was over. The announcement came soft and subtle, a stark contrast to their loud, lively TV days. Raven, now 21, steps up with a confession that hits like a thunderclap. The farm wasn't the problem. It was the life we couldn't escape. The show's sudden cancellation in 2021 wasn't just a network whim. It was the fallout of a family fraying at the edges. Amanda, once the unshakable matriarch, admits the toll of public life chipped away at her spirit. Clive, ever the stoic, retreated deeper into the farm, leaving fans to wonder, did the dream dissolve them, or did they dissolve the dream? Now let's talk money and glamour. Because even in the muddy fields of Yorkshire, the Owens lived a life worth dissecting. Ravenseat Farm isn't just dirt and sheep. It's a multi-million-pound asset, a sprawling estate that's both burden and bounty. Amanda's got a soft spot for luxury with a twist. Her vintage Land Rovers, rugged yet chic, line the property like trophies of her tenacity. Clive rolls with a John Deere tractor, a $50,000 beast that's less flash, more function. No private jets or Rolexes here, but their real estate is their crown jewel. 2,000 acres of prime countryside that could fetch a fortune if they ever cashed out. Business-wise, they've dabbled in ventures tied to their fame. Book deals, speaking gigs, maybe even a farm-to-table collab in the works. But the farm's upkeep? That's a financial tightrope. Livestock losses, weather woes, and 9 mouths to feed don't come cheap. Insurance, though, is their quiet ace. Running a farm this size demands coverage, health plans for the family's rough and tumble days, asset protection for the land and equipment, even career policies from their TV peak to shield against sudden shifts. Amanda once hinted at the chaos of lambing season. One bad storm, and you're sunk without a safety net. It's a pragmatic luxury, less dazzling than a Gulf Stream but vital for survival. Their financial struggles aren't tabloid fodder, but the strain of balancing fame and farm life hints at leaner times behind the scenes, moments where the glamour faded and the grind took over. Here's the kicker. Raven's not just spilling family tea. She's rewriting the narrative. At 18, she was the big sister holding it together. Now, she's the voice of a clan in transition. Her shocking insight? We didn't lose the show. We lost ourselves trying to keep it. The Owens' journey from TV royalty to reclusive farmers is a masterclass in fame's double edge. Amanda's traded the spotlight for solitude, focusing on the kids and the land, while Clive doubles down on the farm, a man of few words but endless resolve. Their past, peak viewership, book sales, a wholesome empire, clashes with a present of emotional upheaval and a quieter existence. Yet their impact lingers. Fans still clamor for a reunion, a revival, anything to bring back the Owens magic. So what's the takeaway from this Hollywood-worthy saga? First, wealth isn't just in the bank, it's in the legacy you build, like Amanda and Clive's farm-turned-fortune. Second, protect what matters. Insurance isn't sexy, but it's kept the Owens afloat through storms, literal and figurative. Third, know when to step back. Their retreat from fame might have saved their family's soul. The Owens aren't broke or broken. They're evolving, and that's the real drama. Will they ever reclaim the screen? Can Raven bridge the past and future? One thing's for sure. This isn't the end. It's a cliffhanger, and we're all hooked, waiting for the next twist in the tale. Raven was just a kid when the cameras first rolled, barely 12, thrust into a spotlight that turned her family's rugged farm life into a global phenomenon. Back then, Amanda was the radiant shepherdess, her wit and warmth commanding millions of viewers, while Clive, the steady hand, wrestled livestock through Yorkshire's brutal winters. Their 9 kids, with Raven at the helm, were the heart of the show, a wholesome clan that made our Yorkshire farm a beacon of authenticity. But Raven saw what the lens didn't. Her parents buckling under fame's weight. The farm, once their sanctuary, became a stage, and the pressure to perform eroded the love that once bound them. Fast forward to today, and Raven's no longer the quiet observer. She's a 21-year-old veterinary student, a protector turned truth-teller, ready to rewrite her family's story. Why did she wait so long? Because some wounds need time to heal before they're shared. Here's the bombshell that's got everyone talking. Amanda and Clive's split wasn't just a quiet drift apart, it was a seismic shift that reshaped their world. Raven reveals, "The cameras hid the truth, but they also broke us." Amanda, once the face of rural resilience, confesses the toll of living under scrutiny left her emotionally drained. She's since swapped the spotlight for a new chapter, building a solo career as a speaker and influencer. Her Instagram, a curated glimpse of independence. Clive, meanwhile, has doubled down on the farm, anchoring a spin-off series with their son Reuben, his stoic nature now a shield against public chatter. The contrast is stark. Amanda's past as a TV queen versus her present as a lone trailblazer. Clive's legacy as the farm's backbone versus his quieter, more insular life. Yet their impact endures. Fans still flood social media, begging for a reunion, proof the Owens magic hasn't faded. Let's dive into the money trail, because the Owens' financial story is as gripping as their drama. Raven Seat Farm, a 2,000-acre gem, is the cornerstone of their empire, valued at an estimated £5 million today. Amanda's savvy has grown their net worth from humble beginnings, think £500,000 a decade ago, to a projected £7 to £10 million by 2030 if they play their cards right. Beyond the farm, Amanda's snapped up a cozy cottage in Swaledale for £300,000, a retreat from the chaos, while Clive holds the main estate. Their luxury? Not private jets, but practical opulence. Amanda's got a restored 1970s Range Rover, a £70,000 nod to her roots, while Clive's £100,000 fleet of ATVs keeps the farm humming. Watches? Amanda sports a timeless Longines, understated at £2,000, while Clive sticks to a battered Casio, function over flash. Business-wise, the Owens are no strangers to hustle. Amanda's book deals and speaking gigs pull in 6 figures annually, and she's rumored to be eyeing a lifestyle brand. Clive's spin-off series and farm tours add steady cash flow, though the farm's upkeep, £200,000 a year on livestock and repairs, keeps them grounded. Insurance is their unsung hero. Comprehensive health plans cover the family's rough and tumble days, while asset policies protect the farm from natural disasters. Amanda's even got a career policy from their TV heyday, a buffer against fame's unpredictability. Financial struggles? They've faced lean years, especially post-cancellation, when sponsorships dried up. But their resilience shines. Diversifying income streams has kept them afloat. Here's the twist that'll leave you stunned. Raven's not just sharing her parents' story, she's reclaiming her own. Growing up, she shielded her siblings from gossip, juggling farm duties and studies while the world speculated. Now, her veterinary career is her rebellion, a path carved away from the cameras. Her social media, once a guarded space, now teases her truth. A recent post, a stark black screen with "It's time," sent fans into a frenzy. What's she holding back? The public's curiosity is at fever pitch, and Raven's calculated silence only fuels it. Her journey from farm kid to poised young woman mirrors her parents' evolution. Proof the Owens are down, but never out. So what's the lesson from this Yorkshire saga? First, build wealth with purpose. Amanda and Clive's farm isn't just land, it's a legacy. Second, diversify like your life depends on it. Their side hustles saved them when TV didn't. Third, protect your assets. Insurance isn't glamorous, but it's their lifeline. The Owens story isn't over. It's a pivot, a reinvention that keeps us glued. Will Raven's full truth shake Hollywood? Can Amanda and Clive find peace apart? One thing's clear, this family's saga is far from finished, and we're all waiting, breathless, for the next chapter. Flash back to the golden era of Ravenseat Farm, where Amanda's vibrant energy lit up screens, herding sheep and 9 kids with a smile that could melt snow. Clive, her quieter counterpart, was the farm's steady pulse, his love for the land as deep as his roots. Their show wasn't just TV, it was a love letter to resilience, drawing millions into their 2,000-acre world. But Raven, the eldest at 12 when filming began, saw the cost of that spotlight. The cameras captured joy, but they missed the growing distance between her parents. Amanda, the radiant shepherdess, was fraying under the pressure to be perfect. Clive, tethered to tradition, pulled away from the fame she embraced. Their past as rural icons clashes with a present of fractured dreams, and Raven's confession is the key to it all. It wasn't one moment. It was 1,000 silent goodbyes. Here's the hook that'll stop you cold. Amanda didn't just leave Clive. She left to save herself. Raven reveals her mother's quiet struggle, a woman drowning in expectations. Amanda wasn't just a TV star. She was a mother, a farmer, a symbol of strength who gave until she had nothing left. Her decision to walk away wasn't betrayal. It was survival. Now she's carving a new path, living in a quaint Swaledale cottage, her Instagram a mosaic of independence, with 500,000 followers hanging on her every post. Clive, meanwhile, holds the fort at Ravenseat, his spin-off series with son Reuben a lifeline to their legacy. Their journeys, her reinvention, his steadfast resolve, prove the Owens are more than their split. They're a testament to human endurance. Let's talk wealth, because the Owens' financial empire is as layered as their story. Ravenseat Farm, valued at £5 million, anchors their fortune, a far cry from their £200,000 net worth when the show began. Today, their wealth hovers around £6 million, with projections pushing £8 to £12 million by 2035 if Amanda's ventures soar. Real estate is their goldmine. Beyond the farm, Amanda's £300,000 cottage is a cozy retreat, while Clive oversees a £150,000 barn conversion for farm stays. Luxury cars? Amanda's vintage Range Rover, now joined by a sleek 80,000-pound defender, screams practical chic. Clive sticks to his 50,000-pound John Deere, a workhorse like him. Amanda's Longines watch, a 2,000-pound staple, contrasts Clive's no-frills Casio, but their real flex is the farm's sprawling acreage. Business is where they shine. Amanda's speaking gigs and book deals rake in 100,000 pounds yearly, and she's teasing a lifestyle brand that could double her income. The Owens aren't fading. They're evolving, each step a defiance of their struggles. Will Raven's full story shake the world? Can Amanda and Clive redefine their legacy? One thing's certain, this tale is far from over, and the next revelation will leave us all speechless, craving the final piece of the puzzle. The Owens at their peak. Amanda, a shepherdess with a smile that lit up millions of screens, and gameplay. The stoic farmer whose love for Raven's Seat Farm was unshakable. Their show was a phenomenon, pulling 5 million viewers into a world of sheep, kids, and raw authenticity. But Raven, now 21, saw the shadows behind the glow. Fame turned their sanctuary into a pressure cooker, and the couple's once unbreakable bond eroded in silence. Amanda's confession rocked fans. "I gave everything until I had nothing left." Clive's unspoken grief, Raven reveals, was just as heavy. "He didn't lose me. He lost us." Their past as TV royalty contrasts a present of separate lives, but their journey's not over. It's evolving, and Raven's voice is the spark. Here's the hook that'll grab you. Amanda's reinvention isn't what critics think. The world called her a fame chaser, accusing her of abandoning the farm for Instagram clout. But Raven sets it straight. Mom didn't leave for the spotlight. She left to find herself. Amanda's new life in a 300,000-pound Swaledale cottage is a quiet triumph. Her speaking gigs and 500,000 followers social media, a testament to resilience. Clive, meanwhile, anchors the farm, his bond with son Reuben fueling a spin-off series that keeps their legacy alive. Their paths diverge, her bold new chapter, his steadfast roots, but their impact endures. Fans still flood X with pleas for a reunion, proof the Owens' magic lingers. Let's break down their empire, because the Owens' wealth is a saga of its own. Raven Seat Farm, a 2,000-acre jewel, anchors their £6 million net worth, up from £200,000 a decade ago. Future projections? £10 to £15 million by 2040, if Amanda's ventures soar. Real estate is their fortress. The farm's £5 million value dwarfs Amanda's cottage, and Clive's £150,000 barn conversion for farm stays. Luxury rides? Amanda's £80,000 Land Rover Defender joins her vintage Range Rover, while Clive's £50,000 John Deere and £20,000 ATVs scream practicality. Amanda's £2,000 Longines watch is her subtle flex. Clive's Casio, battered but loyal, fits his no-nonsense vibe. No private jets, but their land is their legacy. So what's the final takeaway from this Yorkshire epic? First, wealth is legacy. The farm's more than money. It's their heart. Second, pivot with purpose. Amanda's brand and Clive's tours show adaptability wins. Third, truth heals. Raven's courage gave her family clarity. The Owens story isn't a fade-out, it's a new dawn. Will Amanda's brand redefine her? Can Clive and Reuben revive the farm's glory? Raven's final words hit hard. "We didn't lose each other, we found ourselves." This isn't the end. It's a beginning, and the world's still watching, craving the next twist in a tale that's anything but over.